Resident Evil 4 Remake is not quite out yet, and that means I still have about 2 months to milk the original dry of all the content I can before I do the same to the remake. You know what that means. It's time to do a randomizer. Of all the mods for the original Resident Evil 4, the randomizer is certainly one of the best ones. It randomizes enemy spawns, the merchant's inventory and prices, as well as the starting inventory. This will be a continuation of my never-ending journey to complete a randomizer with only one weapon. I plan on doing every single weapon eventually, but so far, I've done the Punisher and the Matilda. Resident Evil 4 has a vast array of weapons, all with their own unique niche. Everything from Tommy guns with the limited ammo to handheld hand grenade launchers. But can you beat the randomizer while only being allowed to use just one of them? The rules are simple. I'm gonna have the enemy randomizer on. That means almost every single enemy will be replaced with another random enemy. The enemies should have the same health of the enemy that it replaces though. So if a chicken is replaced by Verdugo, then the Verdugo will still die in one hit. I will also be having the merchant's inventory and prices be randomized. This means I'll have no idea what the merchant will have for sale, and what he does sell, he can be priced at basically whatever he wants. It's like the stock market, just completely made up. Most importantly, this can change the game in a few ways. Maybe I never find the striker and can never do the Ditman glitch, or I never get a case upgrade and can't carry that many resources. Lastly, I will be using the starting inventory randomizer. This randomizes the weapon that you start with, and for this challenge, whatever weapon I get is the only weapon that I'm allowed to use. There are some big caveats to this though. I'm allowed to use the knife and grenades, just to make it more likely that I can actually beat the game. And if I get a striker, I can use it to do the Ditman glitch, but not for anything else. Oh, and I can use the final rocket from Ada. With those ground rules set up, let's let it rip and see what we get. Okay, semi-automatic rifle. This time it looks like we get the semi-automatic rifle. The rifle is integral in the New Game Pro speedrun and is primarily known for its very high firepower and its usefulness against big bosses and clearing long-range enemies easily. It's also essential in late game for dealing with regenerators and JJ. The auto sniper is also known to completely kill your teammates in CSGO when you buy it. The downside is, using the sniper all by itself lacks crowd control and ammo. Seems like a trend in this challenge, actually. Ammo supply gonna be rough? That is the thing to worry about with snipers, yeah, is very limited ammo. So I'm probably gonna try to kill like the least amount of enemies possible. I know right from the get-go that I need to stock up on ammo to prepare for a few key sections. Cabin, the first one, and then later on, Salazar. These two sections are basically always going to drain you of all your ammo. For this run, like the previous runs, I need as much ammo as possible for these sections. Maybe more so than ever before. Sniper ammo is the most rare ammo type besides Magnum ammo, almost never dropping from enemy kills. Because of this, I basically have to pick up every fixed ammo spawn in the game and pray that that will be enough. In order to maximize my ability to progress, I will need to focus a lot on using my knife and grenades to kill enemies. I grabbed my first grenade from this crow and headed into the village. The village was feeling a bit spicy, dynamite ladies doing their thing. I got a few lucky rifle drops at the beginning at least, and we got a bit of a dance party going. All good? It's the new dance move. Catch me at the club like this. I was able to beat this section without using any bullets and then collect the shotgun and some grenades before moving on. I had my graphics card crash a few times. I'm pretty sure it was some like driver conflict, but I thought I had fixed it until it seemed like, well, yeah, you got a dad bod, right? Chicks love dad bods. You're in there like somewhere, it's all good. Bulking is definitely more fun. My main problem is I can't eat, like, I don't enjoy eating that much. The only time I had like, yeah, it definitely wasn't fixed. Once I got back though, it never happened again, thankfully. And I did manage to make a save right before this happened, so I didn't lose any progress. The merchant in 1-2 actually had the striker, so you know this is gonna be a quick seed. This also means that I will be, at the worst case scenario, at least able to do Salazar skip. That means I won't need a ton of ammo for late game, and it can be a bit more lenient with my shots in mid and late game as well. But I still need to make sure I have enough ammo for cabin. Ditman cannot save me there. I'm broke though, so I can't solve this problem like I did the crashing by just throwing money at it and buying a 4080. On my way to cabin, I passed by a few women using chainsaws to try and trim my hair, and a few friendly pit bulls as well. Who's a good boy? Who's got a seam in the middle of their face that I can see the texture of? After stealing some lunch money and making some sales, we get the striker super early. This seed's gonna be really fast. The future is now, old man. One thing that is decidedly not random is the Del Lago boss fight. But somehow, even in my 2,000 plus hours, I still mess this up sometimes. I'm dead. Local speedrunner dies to Del Lago. What? I actually managed to not shoot the rifle this entire time yet. Not until I got past Del Lago at least. These 3 boxes need to be shot down though, so I start to burn into my ammo. The first randomized boss would be very important. There are a few bosses it could be, anything from Gigante to Super Salvador or even Verdugo. But if it's Krauser or a Regenerator, then we could certainly kill them without using any bullets. I get a Regenerator and this is super nice. In fact, I'm so thankful I gave him the best back rub of his life. It was so good that he couldn't stand it. When walking towards my cabin in the woods, I have to go through a dark alley at night, and there are a lot of hoodlums in this neighborhood, and they do not take kindly to me. Oh my god, there's a lot of hoodlums here. Having basically zero crowd control, this becomes a huge mess, and I'm quick to lose my head. What, so no head? Fuck! I enter the cabin with 17 bullets for my rifle. You need to kill 40 enemies. That means I need to kill roughly 2.2 enemies per bullet. It's either about to be the sickest COD montage you've ever seen, or I'm gonna get completely bodied. I try initially to kill as many enemies as possible with the knife and some grenades, but a problem quickly emerges. Not only are the mace guys actually cracked with their range, but some have shields as well. And well, they're basically the exact counter to knife only. I die in cabin after spending a few minutes in it, and then I die again. Ouch. There's another one. I'm dead. Fuck. Dude. Get hit by my fucking shit, please. Run! Why does it have to be mace guys? Why mace guys? Maybe I should reassess my strategy, but I'll just keep banging my head into the wall until it works. I end cabin with no grenades at all, but I didn't need to shoot a single shot out of my rifle. Why? Honestly, I'm not sure. It was kind of dumb. I didn't need the rifle ammo for mid game, and having fire or frag grenades for whatever Mendez is going to be would be much better than using them here. But I just kind of had the mindset that the sniper ammo was too good to use. Kind of like when you play casually and you never use the Magnum. You beat the final boss realizing that you have 100 bullets of the Magnum that you never actually used because you didn't want to waste them. And now that the game is over, you can't even use them. Almost all of the bosses are random. That includes the Gigante on the right path. He got randomized into the Super Salvador, and a stealthy one at that. He was sneaky beaky-like and got me by surprise a few times. I hear him. Oh, Ashley. Just before the gondola, I was able to find 10 more sniper rounds, bringing my total up to 27. This is around the same time I started grabbing all the handgun ammo I could find. The running theory was if I had enough handgun ammo, the game would eventually realize that I didn't need any more and would start giving me sniper bullets instead. It didn't actually work though, unfortunately. The gondola itself also had a surprise for me. Hello? Personal space? Ashley, move! We're fucking dead! He's gonna blow up! Wait. Mendez would randomize once again into Gigante. Is this thing even working? Anyways, I was still trying to bash my head into the wall and knife him to death, and this caused many resets. Ah! Can I wiggle fast enough? Let me go! Oh, no. I need him to grab me. I did eventually get into a groove, and fun fact, wiggling free from this grab does about the same damage as a hand grenade, so that's useful. Then the second phase is 2 Mendez's, and I finished them off with my fire grenades, the barrel, a frag grenade, and 1 well-placed sniper shot. My first on any enemy. I should have used more though. In retrospect, I was being way too stingy with my ammo, and there are a few sections in mid-game where I would need quite a bit, but those sections are usually paired with sniper ammo in the room itself. On top of that, I could shoot my clip empty and then buy a refill for the sniper's ammo capacity, giving me a free whole clip. Or at least that's what I thought initially. Then, when rewatching the footage, I forgot how many times you actually have to shoot in the castle. The truck guarding the castle had no one in it, thanks Randomizer, so I had to shoot it many times. In fact, I'm pretty sure if I didn't have Ditman, I wouldn't have even been able to shoot the truck to death before it killed me. Once in the castle, I upgraded that capacity and headed into the rest of it. The guy that you need to snipe to do the speedrun strat in the catapult room wouldn't let me shoot him in the head, so I burned some more of my ammo there too. The key room was, whoops, all shield guys. Can we talk about shield guys for a moment? So like they're supposed to be mind controlled by Sadler, right? And their goal is to kidnap Ashley, infect her, and then sell her for ransom to the US, where she will then infect the president and start shit over there. But like the shield guys are here to fight on site? Like they aggro on Ashley all by themselves and can't pick her up, so they just beat her to death? Like I hate Ashley as much as the next guy, but like really? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I imagine it's because they're programmed all enemies to go after Ashley and grab her because they have shields that just doesn't work and it defaults to them killing her. It certainly makes rooms that are, you know, having Ashley and shield guys a lot harder, but it doesn't make any sense. It's also just a very convenient thing for me to bitch about, honestly. The Gyarados turned out to be a vanilla spawn, meaning I got to do the sick MLG quickscope montage on his ass. How you doing? Hit him with the fucking quickscopes. Now I head into Waterhall and I get lucky and it's just normal villagers. At least I thought it was lucky. I'm not here to take away your guns. I swear. Okay. The second attempt was going well until the villager blinked the same time I threw a flash grenade. Counter-Strike pros hate this one simple trick. Just close your eyes before the flash goes off. Did you get flashed? Why the fuck not? Then Ashley hits the bucket, literally. Oh my god, death by bucket. I only had 15 buckets and still needed to guard Ashley in the second half of Waterhall. I wasn't sure if it would be better to upgrade my ammo capacity before or after this section, but I was too lazy to go all the way back to the merchant, so I decided I would just do it afterwards. The second phase wasn't too bad, but I definitely wasted a ton of heals by being a bit too stingy with my ammo. Once I cleared Waterhall, I'm finally able to get a larger attached case, and thank God, because I could buy a fish. Now I have more room for my black bass. Hell yes. I also upgrade the capacity on the rifle. In the Navisera room, I thought that I had gotten Nobies, but I was very, very wrong. I just couldn't tell because the Sewerslvt was a stealth operative once again. Nobies are annoying as fuck. Oh! Yeah, so are chainsaw guys. The Gatling gun room, I was successfully able to run full speed at woman in a hallway with Riz. Come here, bitch. I was on fire, and so was she. Her boyfriend, though, was not so pleased with my Riz attempt, and he locked me in a cage to fight him with him and his friends. This cage match was brutal, as I needed to actually break the lock before I could hit them, but they could hit me right through the wall. It turns out that explosives were in fact the answer, even if violence isn't. The shield guys also heard that I was talking shit and decided to get their revenge and take out Ashley for me once again. Oh my god. Of course it's shield guys. After this, I upgrade the capacity on the sniper rifle one more time to refill my ammo in preparation for the onslaught that is 4-1. I have to shoot a few times in the lava room, then I need some ammo to shoot the ceiling tiles in the statue push room, and there's more ammo after this. Then I need to do the famous Knights room with the 1 million enemies that love to walk their walls. I got dogs this time, and there was a lot of them. Dogs are particularly unlucky because they are basically impossible to knife, and once you get into the main room, the previous ones turn invisible. I just started running around in circles trying to think of a strategy. I think that I need to use grenades to kill as many as possible. The flame nades kill in one hit, and so do the frag grenades. Thankfully, I had quite a few fire grenades because there was also 2 Mendez in this room. Then, the room where you turn the grills in also had dogs and Mendez. This room is fucking terrifying. Where the fuck is Ashley? Run! What the fuck is going on? The enemy arrangements combined with my lack of ammo and crowd control definitely made this my hardest randomizer yet. The double Gyarados room was replaced by Gas Mask Island villagers, but because they have the health of the Gyarados, they were super tanky. I basically had to pray for a critical headshot to kill them, or I was gonna have to dump a bunch of ammo. I could save a ton of ammo on the Verdugo fight though. It turned out to be a Super Salvador. Because I won't have enough ammo to kill him, it's best that I just not even try, and just don't risk anything and wait out the elevator, just like you can for Verdugo. Super Salvador is easy though. You can just run around in circles around this square section by the lever. Don't go too fast though, or he'll turn around and ruin your day like a Scooby-Doo villain. Then I did the boulder skip after a try or two, and immediately afterwards did the double Gigante skip with Dipman glitch. Novice 3 was dynamite guys, so I got a pretty fireworks show while I just ran past them. I had a ton of money and not much to do with it, so I started spamming firepower upgrades on the rifle to make any of the other fights where I would actually need to shoot a lot easier. On top of that, I decided I actually wanted to try and kill Salazar by hand instead of skipping him, just because I thought it would be more fun. and I didn't want to do the skip unless I absolutely had to. Then we were trying to run from the minecart section. I got absolutely annihilated by a scythe guy who decided to throw his scythe backwards through himself and endlessly into the sky just to spite me. And to make things worse, chat was trying to gaslight me about it. Dude, he literally, look at this bullshit. He threw the scythe backwards. He's like, and it goes that way. No, he swung it at you. Bro, literally clip it. You can see it fly off into the distance behind him. Even though I have Ditman, I can't do the faster minecart skip because the rifle is a two-handed weapon. This means it won't work, so I have to do this version instead. This version works on every version besides VR and doesn't require Ditman glitch. After the minecart, I head into the elevator, and these guys have rocket launchers? Really? I had no idea how many bullets I needed to kill Salazar, so I didn't want to shoot them at all. I could in theory just dodge them, but holy shit, this room was toxic. I hated it. Oh my god. Not inside my abdomen, please. At 13 damage per shot on my rifle, Salazar has a lot of health, but not so much that 13 damage per shot at 40 shots wouldn't kill him. It only took 21 shots, leaving me with 19 left. So I didn't need to be nearly as stingy, but that's okay. I have a much better idea of exactly how much health Salazar has now. Oh, that was easy. I didn't even use close to all my ammo. Now that we are on island, I did a classic island skip to remove one of the worst rooms in the game. Then I head into the random room. Huge quotations around random, by the way. I swear this room always has like 4 Krauser's in it, and goddamn, it's so cursed. XD randomizer, it's so random, XD. So random that I put a fucking Krauser in this room every run. Every fucking run. The regenerators got replaced by Mendez, and I could not squeeze past them, so I had to burn a few fire grenades. This kind of sucks because I'm trying to save about 10 fire grenades for you 3, just because it saves about 3 minutes to do so instead of knifing it. It's obviously safer as well. I had plenty of fire grenades when I got there though. The rest of Island was the same as always, and I killed the final boss with lots of knives and a few shots from the rifle. Oh, and the final rocket, of course. I beat the seed in 3.5 hours. This was by far the hardest seed I've ever gotten. Well, at least the way I played it made this particular set of enemies and items very difficult. The fact that I had to use basically no ammo, and the few times I did use the ammo, they were made very difficult by having tanky enemies, made it a very tight seed. Overall, it was really fun, and we're on to the next weapon now, and the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and stay stylish.